2006. A conference room in Prague, Czech Republic. Outside, the city moves through its ordinary rhythms. Inside, the Czech Ministry of Defense makes a decision that will cost more than $1 billion, survive a corruption conviction, a cancelled contract, a slashed order, a war in Afghanistan, and 2 decades of political scandal. They choose a vehicle almost nobody in the Western press has ever heard of. Not a household name, not a trophy purchase. An Austrian 8-wheeled armoured vehicle called the Panhard ERC, designed by a company most people cannot name, built in a country not famous for armoured vehicles, and quietly operating on 3 continents without a single documentary about it. That ends here. To understand why the Panhard ERC exists, you need to understand the problem that Europe faced at the end of the Cold War. For decades, the strategic calculus had been simple. Soviet armour would pour through the Fulda Gap in West Germany, and NATO would stop it. Every vehicle was designed around that collision: heavy tracked infantry fighting vehicles, dense armour, maximum firepower. Weight was not a problem because nobody planned to fly these machines to a crisis. They were already there, dug in, waiting. Then, the wall came down, the threat shifted. Yugoslavia collapsed into blood and fire. Somalia burned. Rwanda drowned. Bosnia demanded peacekeepers, not tank battles. The new wars were fought in cities, in mountains, on roads that heavy armour destroyed with its own weight. Logistics chains stretched across oceans. Speed of deployment became as important as weight of steel. Europe's armies had spent 40 years building the wrong vehicles for the wrong war. The answer, across multiple NATO armies simultaneously, was the wheeled 8x8 armoured vehicle. 8 driven wheels instead of tracks. Lower maintenance costs. Higher road speeds. Strategic airlift capability in a C-130 Hercules. Good enough cross-country mobility for the new battlefield. Not a replacement for tanks. A complement. A fast, versatile platform that one crew could configure as a troop carrier, a command vehicle, a mortar platform, or an ambulance, depending on the mission. France developed the VBCI. Finland developed the Patria AMV.